Welcome to online classes day 4 of Python programming language. So last class we were seeing how to append file using Python programming language. Now we are in the fourth mode, the mode called read file. So how to read file using Python programming language. So before starting the code and various functions of the read file, let me give you some differences between write and read file. So whenever I want to write a file or append file, I have only one function, that function called write function. So write function is useful to write a file and as well as append a file. But whenever it's come to the read file, file can be read in 5 different ways. So that means we have a 5 different functions in the read file. So what are those 5 different functions? The first function is read function. And next function is read function with integer. Read with one parameter, that's the integer. And third function is read line. Read line. And fourth function is read lines. Read lines. Fifth function is read lines with integer parameter. Read lines with integer parameter. Now we will see what is the difference between each and every function and how they works and what are the return types of this each and every function. We will see this. The first thing is that read function. Read function is useful to read entire file. Read entire file, all the bytes. So whatever file is available, the entire content will be read in the format of bytes, and it will return all the bytes in the format of string format. So return type is string. So it will read entire file at a time and it will return the string return type. And read function will read n number of bytes. N number of bytes. So n is equivalent to this number. Whatever will pass the number into this read function, either 5 or 4 or 3, the 5 bytes. So that means it will return type as a string. So that's the difference between read and read with number. Read will read all the bytes, that means end of the file, all the characters of the file, all the bytes, entire file with the string, and here it will read only 5 bytes, n number of bytes. And read line will read one line at a time. One line at a time. So it will read only one line, and return type of this read line function is also string. So it will return the content in the format of the string. So whatever number of characters are there, entire line, that number of characters will be read in the read line. And now read lines will be read all lines from the file. All lines. Entire lines till end of the file. So all the lines will be written type in the format of list. It will return all the lines in the format of list, and list contain n number of items. Each and every item is equivalent to one line. Each and every item is equivalent to one line. And read lines with the 5. That means it will read the line if the byte size is less than 5. So it will read 5 bytes. If 5 bytes, the line size is less than 5 bytes, then only it will read the line, otherwise it will ignore. The line size should be equivalent to 5 or less than 5, then only it will read, otherwise it will ignore. So 5 bytes, and it will also will give in the list format only. Return type is list format. So I need to iterate that. If let's assume that we'll see entire things in the example. So what is the difference between read lines and read and each and everything in the example with code? Don't worry about that. Clear? So these are the 5 functions. The first function, what does it do? It will read entire file and return type is string, and read file, it will read the n bytes. N is equivalent to number of integer here, and return type is string. And read line, it will read one line at a time, return type is string. And read lines will read all the lines, and return type is a list. List item, each and every line will be stored as a one item. And read lines will return the n bytes. So here also it's a n bytes. So return type is a list. So here some minor caution we need to take. We'll see what type of thing we need to do whenever we have a read lines. What is the output? with the example. Clear? Now we'll see example of each and every function. So before writing the code, let's assume that I have some file with me, the file called myfile.txt. So this file contains some content. So content is ABCD EFGH IJKL MNOP. So this is my content which is available in my text file. So text file content, by default I have saved the file called ABCD EFGH IJKL MNOP. This is content. Now I am going to read this file using 5 functions. So each and every function will get one example. So example number 1. So first I will use the read function. So read function, first of all I need to open a file. Open myfile.txt, file name myfile.txt, comma, mode is read mode. So read mode. Remember that this source file and this text file both should be in the same location. Both should be in the same location, then only this code works. Otherwise, it will give an error called file not found error. So these both files should be on the same location. And now I will use the function called read function. F is the instance of the file, f dot read function. The entire function, it will read the entire content and it will return into the string. So whatever string data is available, I need to store the data into one variable called g. So now I am storing the entire data into variable called g. I say print g. So I am printing the red data on console. And now I will close the file f dot close. So this is one example. So whenever I execute this example, what will happen? So first line, it will open a file myfile.txt with the read mode. And it will check whether file is available or not. File is available and read mode will be opened. And thereafter, it will read entire content and store into the variable called g. And after storing into variable called g, I am printing this g to the console. Whenever this statement executes, I will get output as to the console as entire content of the file. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So this is the output of the file. And F close will close the file. So this is how we need to use a function called read function. Read function. Now I want to convert this read function with the number. So whenever I want to use read function with the number, so let's take example number 2. In this example, again I will open a file, f open myfile.txt, comma r is a mode, and I will say I will store the string f dot read 3. So what does it mean here? 3 means it will read only 3 bytes. It will read only 3 bytes. That means 3 characters. 1 character is equivalent to 1 byte. I say print g. Print g. And I say f dot close. Whenever I execute this code, the first line will open the file in the read mode, and second line will read the first 3 bytes of the file. 3 bytes in the sense 3 characters. That means what are the 3 characters of my source file? The source file content is this one, ABCD, EFGH, IJKL, MNOP. So first 3 characters are ABC. So output of this file I will get as A, ABC. ABC. Output is ABC. And this I am closing the file called myfile.txt. So it's a closing statement. File close. This is what happens with the example number 2. Read function with the number. Clear? So now this is a read function without number. That means it will read entire content. And read function with number. That means it will read only the number of bytes whatever we have passed into the function. So here I passed the 3, it will read 3 bytes at a time. Now we will see example number 3, the function called read line. Example number 3, read line. So to execute the read line function, I need to open a file. F open my file dot txt comma on read. Now I say G is equal to F dot read line. Read line. So that means what does it do? It will read one line from the file. So it will read the first line from the file. And if I print G, it will print first line content of the file. First line content of the file. If I execute this function again, so for example, if I say H is equal to F dot read line, then now it will read the second line of the file. So first time read line will read the first line of the file, and second time it will read the second line of the file, so on. So you can read until end of the file. So at a time it will read only one line. That's the usage of read line function. So now I will close the file. F dot close. So now whenever I execute this program, what is the output I will get now? So first this line, it will check my file is available or not on the location. It's available, and now it will read the open the file in the read mode, and G is equal to F dot read line. F dot read line in this is first line it will read and store into the variable called G, and I am saying print G. So what is the first line content here? First line content is A, B, C, D. It will store. And next step H is equal to F dot read line. So it will read the second line now, because first line is already over, and now second line. So what is available in second line? Second line EFGH, print H. Print H means EFGH. And thereafter I said F dot close. So it will close the file. So this is how we can use the function called read line function. Clear? So read line function will read at a time only one line. If you execute the function multiple times, so first time it will read the first line, second time second line, third time third line, so on until end of the file. Now we will see the example number 4. Example number 4, how to use a file using the so how to read a file using the read lines function. So I will open a file. F is equal to open my file.txt. I will create a read lines function. F dot read lines. Read lines. So whenever I execute this function, I call this function by using the file instance. What will happen? It will return type is a list. So I need to store the content in the list called L. So L will store all the lines. So whenever it's a list, whenever I want to print on console from the list, I require an iterator. So for that iterator, what should I need to do? I need to take a loop for I in L. So now each and every iteration, I will get one element from the list. That means one item from the list. So if I say print I. So now in this code, how many items are stored in the list? The total number of items are equivalent to total number of lines in our source file. So total number of lines in the source file is 4. Then total number of items in this list is 4. So that means this loop will iterate 4 times. Each and every iteration, it will read one line data. It will read one line data and it will print that particular one line data. And I say after completion of loop, I say F dot close. So now when I execute this code, what will happen? The first it will go to the line number 1. Line number 1, it will open a file myfile.txt in the read mode. And line number 2, it will execute a function read lines. Here we don't have any space, so it will be combinedly read lines, and thereafter entire content after return type of this function will be stored into list called EL. So this list items I need to use iterator as a for loop, and I need to get each and every item in the format of list item in I for INL. So each and every iteration it will read one line. One line is equal to one item. So it will print the first iteration A B C D, first line. Second iteration E F G H, second line. Third iteration I J K L, third line, and fourth iteration M N O P from our file. 4 lines. So this is what happens with our read lines function. So remember that in your console, whenever you are reading each and every lines using the read lines, and here you have a line breaks. So here you will get some line break space here in your console. Don't worry about that space. You will get space, but don't worry about the space. But you will get entire content here. Clear? This is what happens with the read lines function. Now we will see read lines with the number. Example number 5. So I say f is equal to open my file dot txt comma r. So I am opening a file using what read mode. Yes. So now I am opening a file my file.txt in the R mode. Next I will write a code. L is equal f dot read lines 6, and I say for I in L print I f dot close. So what will happen whenever I execute this code? So here I say file is opening in the read mode, and here I am saying f dot read lines 6. That means I am saying the compiler to read the 6 bytes of data. 6 bytes of data. And here I am storing the entire bytes into L. But here a function is a lines, yes. So each and every line how many bytes are there and how many lines it is going to be read. So in our source file I have a 4 characters here. That means 4 bytes, and 5th byte is new line. So here I am ending the line, that means new line, 5th byte. And 6th byte is the E. That means second line is started. So 6 bytes in the sense it should read till E. But here I am saying the function called read lines. That means it will read E, F, G, H also. That means it's going to read 2 lines of data. Now I will get output as, so first 4 bytes I will get A, B, C, D, and 5th byte is a new line, and 6th byte E. E contains entire line E, F, G, H. So this will be the output of our code. Now I will get output as a 8 characters. That means it will read only 6 bytes. So I will get output as E, F, G, H. If I say in the same code, what I will do, I will write the same code in this format now. The same code, F example number 6. Example number 6. F open my file dot txt comma read mode, and L is equal f dot read lines of 4. I say 4 only, and for I in L print I. So what is the output? I need to close the file. Yes. To close the file, I need to write a f dot close. Whenever I execute this code, what will happen? I say f open my file txt in the read mode, and L is equal to read lines 4. I want to read only 4 bytes. That means first 4 characters. 4 bytes in the sense 4 characters. So output of this code will be 4 characters. That means it will iterate only one line, because first line contains the 4 characters. It will iterate only one line. So I will get output as A, B, C, D only. I will not take A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H now. I will get A, B, C, D only because here I am reading only 4 bytes. That means it will read only 4 characters. The 4 characters are available in the first line. So I will get A, B, C, D only. And here I am reading the 6 bytes. So 6 byte in the sense first line contains the 4 characters and one new line. That 5 bytes. And 6th byte is the second line content. So it will read entire second line. So I will get E, F, G, H. Here 2 lines, but here I will get only 1 line of output. So that's the difference between read lines with the 6 and read lines with the 4. Here remember that it will not read the number of lines, it will read the number of bytes. Bytes is equal to character. So whenever the number of characters is started from the second line, it will read entire line. Clear? Now read lines will read all the lines and all the lines will be stored into the list. So it will print entire file content as it is. So like in this format. So it will get one space here. So this is all about 5 different functions of the reading a file. So these are the 5 different ways of reading file.